Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. I'm your host, Terry Edelman, at the Picks over on X, ready to break down the Tuesday slate. Normally, we have a big Tuesday slates with a bunch of good games on them, but not so much this Tuesday. And I'll be honest, just to start off the show, I think this is the worst Tuesday slate we might have all year long, just games-wise. So maybe not the best way to start off the show, but that's just the case. I'm honest. I'm not going to try to hype up the show saying I have all these amazing, great picks coming. It's going to be a low volume day, but that's just how it goes. We'll jump into yesterday's slate, starting with this game. Unfortunately, the over 6.5 loses. Unfortunately, Columbus, Dean Evison, decided not to start Elvis Merzlikins and decided to go with Jet Greaves on the second night of a back-to-back, which was a very smart thing for him to do for winning the game. But not so great for people like me who had the over. Columbus wins 4-1. The game stays under. And unfortunately, Claude Giroux's point streak comes to an end. So just a frustrating game here. Had Elvis Merzlikins started, we cash both of these plays. I'm very confident that we cash both of these plays if Merzlikins had started, but he didn't. So that's unfortunately what happened there. Alexei Protas over half a point, plus 146. A nice winner here. He got an assist on, I believe, the Capitals' third goal. I also did have the over 5.5 as a premium play. When 10 of the last 12 meetings between these teams having gone over, it was a very easy play, especially with the total being a 5.5 in this game. A very nice, easy winner there. Started off, it was 2-2, I think, heading into the third period. So it was a little bit nervous, but high-scoring third period, and we got there. Ryan McLeod over half a point, plus 135. Again, another nice winner here. He assisted on, I believe, the Sabres' third goal here in this game. And one of my premium plays over on the site yesterday, Sabres money line. A nice winner there as well. The Sabres continue to win games, 9 games in a row. Now they face Dallas tomorrow in Dallas. That's going to be a tough test. So will the Sabres be able to extend their win streak to 10 and tie a franchise record? Or will it end at 9 games against a very good Dallas Stars team? We'll have to see. The Minnesota Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights. Terry, why do you continue to bet Minnesota every day? And obviously I don't bet them every day, but why do you continue to bet Minnesota all the time, Terry? Well, the Wild should not have been a dog in this spot. The Wild, and even when I did the show yesterday, still at minus 105. The Wild should not have been minus 105. I get it. Vegas is at home. But the Wild should have been at least minus 130, minus 140 in this spot. Vegas is not playing well whatsoever right now. And this Wild team continues to be undervalued by odds makers. Now, tomorrow, not so much the case. But if you are going to give me the Wild below minus 130, I'm going to take them. Because they are, in my opinion, the third, maybe close to second best team in the NHL right now. So getting them at a dog price was a no-brainer play there. Should have been on Matt Gold, the anytime goal. He had a great game. And the win is just that much sweeter knowing that Carter Hart got lit up and pulled from the game. And then the final game was the San Jose Sharks Anaheim Ducks. Fortunately, Colin Graf's point streak does come to an end. When I checked there in the second period, he actually had more shifts and more ice time than almost any other player, any other forward. So this wasn't, yes, he got moved to the second line, but this wasn't because he didn't get enough ice time. Just wasn't able to continue his point streak. Really, I should have been on Chernyshov, obviously on that top line at the same price, but I wanted to stick with Colin Graf because of how great he's been for us. And was leaning towards taking the over here, adding the over. I should have, but I didn't. So That's how yesterday's slate went. Overall, for me, when you include premium plays, up almost 2 units yesterday. So stringing some small winning days in a row, but hey, as long as it's a profitable day, I'm happy, and we'll keep going. Let's see what people are thinking here. Good vibes. Hey, Nicholas, how's it going? You must be in a good mood as Sabres fans around the world, I guess. Should be in great mood with how things are going recently. Going to be a great day, Terry. Don't like the slate, but we can make some money. Yeah, the slate is just awful. Freddie Anderson, my number one enemy, is playing. Is he? Is he playing? Because he wasn't confirmed. Yeah, he's still not confirmed. So don't assume that he's playing, because as we saw yesterday, just because it's a back-to-back, if you have one goalie that's absolutely awful and you have another goalie that's playing pretty well, really the coach should go with the goalie that's playing really well on the back-to-back. If Carolina is smart, if they want to win this game, yes, it's Pittsburgh, but that doesn't mean you start Frederik Andersen because you think it's an easy win. Brandon Bussi should start in net again tonight if the Canes want to win. We'll see what happens. Addison waving. Dean Evans is dead to me. I know, I'm frustrated too, Jonathan, because I'm sure you agree that wasn't over. That game was going over if it was Merzlikins in net. That game was going to go over. It just was. Thank you for not betting Boldy. Why do you say that? Are you saying I'm a jinx, Addison? That's not the case. I've bet Boldy a lot and cashed on him. But these games aren't that bad, just Isles versus Hawks. No, they're bad, but we'll talk about them. Columbus had an empty net with 3:34 left. Yeah, and still we couldn't get that over. I was hoping that we would get a goal there by Ottawa to make it a 4-2 and then potentially get that over, but it didn't happen. I'm not going to go crazy, but the Sabres... Tim, you've already gone crazy. The 3 words or 4 words after "but the Sabres" is not happening. But playoffs is not out of the question for Buffalo. You guys have a chance. Klingberg prop bets, sad. Marchment prop bets, happy. Well, at least you're happy a little bit. It's not completely awful of a night. Winnipeg Jets are just not good at hockey. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele available for trade. I wouldn't agree with that, Robert. The Jets are not playing very good right now, that's for sure. But yeah, I want to say that they're not good at hockey. Just they overachieved last year, and now coming back down to earth and injuries, and that's just what happens sometimes. Marchenko 3-game goal streak. There you go. Igor Chinnikov traded to the Penguins. Kyle Dubas cooking. And I will 100% be taking his props when he faces Columbus for the first time, because he really wanted to be traded. This wasn't a situation like where a player gets traded to like a hockey deal. This was he wanted out badly. Finally, he was given what he wants. So I shouldn't say I guarantee, but I think it's going to be a very good spot to bet him against Columbus when they face each other. Good time. Smash the like button, you filthy animals. Thank you. Sharks, baby. Yeah, they're hot. They are hot. And they face the Wild tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see what happens there. I have to stop betting the Ducks. They aren't playing good anymore. The Ducks' issue right now is goaltending. They just don't have any. They don't have any goaltending. But they can score, which is good for overs. Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to read that. Graf missed an empty net in the final minute. He's a bum. That's upsetting. But yeah, I'm not going to be betting him tomorrow. So he's going to jump right back onto his point streak. That's what happens. When guys are on streaks and they end the streak, sometimes that's it. They go cold for a while. But other times, if you jump off them that game after, they go back. So we'll see. Playoffs, very possible, Nicholas. The Eastern Conference is so wide open. I think the Sabres are 4 points from first place and 4 points from last place. So you guys have a chance for sure. Connor Scheifele, Hellebuck are available. Come on, Robert. Hey, if Winnipeg wants to tear it all down, there you go. Terry, do you think the Rangers will be sellers or buyers? Tough loss last night. That's an incredibly difficult question. The Eastern Conference is just incredibly tough to predict because there's so much parity. Everyone's so close in the standings that there might be teams that don't really want to sell, that think they have a chance. But really, if you are not a Stanley Cup contender, maybe don't buy, maybe sell. Remember 2.5 weeks ago, I said take the Sabres to make the playoffs at plus 550. It's plus 145 on DK now. Go Sabres. There you go, Tim. You definitely got a lot of good value. We'll see if they can do it. What's up, Terry? Hey, Sweet Pickles. How's it going? Rangers should trade Quickie to the Ducks. That would be some interesting Ducks versus Kings meetings for sure. That would be interesting for sure. Also, Sabres would be up 3 points in the Western Conference if you were in the wild card race, if you were in the Western Conference. I saw someone post that today, and I commented on his post. Let the Wild move to the Atlantic, and the Sabres can move to the Central. You guys are in a playoff spot, and then the Wild are leading a division and don't have to face Colorado or Dallas. Win-win for everybody, but not going to happen. Happy New Year in advance, Tara. Best of luck tonight. Been late on the NHL for the holidays, but World Juniors has been nice to you. Very nice, Bleed. I just don't cap the World Juniors, so I haven't ever really, so probably won't start. But we'll be capping the Olympics though when we have the Olympic break. Go Wild, Terry. Thanks, Lions Blood. I appreciate that. Calling another man Sweet Pickles is crazy work. Hey, I call people what your name is. So obviously your name isn't Boog, but I call you that because that's what your name is on YouTube. Panarin on an expiring deal, so he could be on the move. Yes. Rangers likely move him, I would assume, if they can make a trade work. But yeah. Barzal goal. Also, Marchment is a bum. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Marchment. I get that, Nick. And Barzal goal. Good luck. But we will move on to today's slate, starting with our first game, the Carolina Hurricanes and the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Canes, minus 130, road favorites. Pittsburgh, plus 110, home dogs. And a total of 6 here in this one. And looking at previous games between these two teams, Carolina, 14-3-1 in the last 18 meetings. They've dominated the Penguins for a long time now. Now, 3 of the last 6 went to overtime, so there has been some close games between the teams. And when looking at a total of 6, 4 of the last 6 have gone under, 1 over, and 1 push. So most games tend to lean towards the under between these two teams. Stuart Skinner confirmed for Pittsburgh. No one yet confirmed for Carolina. And when I look at this game from a side or total perspective, I cannot get involved unless I know who's in net. Just plain and simple. I want to take the over, but I need to know that Frederik Andersen is in net, especially with the under history between these two teams. You can't assume that because it's a back-to-back that Frederik Andersen is going to start in this game because, as we saw yesterday, what happens when you assume? Well, there you go. Having said that, though, I do have a prop in this game. Give me Sebastian Aho, over half an assist, plus 126 here in this one. Aho has an assist in 3 games in a row, 4 of his last 6, and he's had a lot of success against the Penguins. He has an assist in 7 of his last 9 games. Pittsburgh, back-to-back games with 2 assists against the Penguins. So A lot of success against Pittsburgh. Looking at Pittsburgh, 12 games in a row, they've given up at least 3 goals. So Pittsburgh, while they have been winning some games recently, they're still giving up 3 goals every game. If they give up 3 goals to Carolina, I think we can get an Aho assist. So I'll take him here. A plus 126 here in this one. Taking a look at some other guys on streaks, starting with points. Jackson Blake, back-to-back games with a point, plus 100. Chris Letang, 3 games in a row with a point, plus 170. Goal streaks, we've got 4 guys on 2-game goal streaks. Jackson Blake, plus 280. Jordan Martinook, plus 700. Brian Rust, plus 205. And Anthony Mantha, plus 350. On goal streaks, not a lot of power play point streaks. And when it comes to assists, Aho, 3 games in a row. Crosby, 3 games in a row. Chris Letang, 3 games in a row here in this one. But for me, Sebastian Aho over half an assist, and then we'll see what happens with the total. It looks, am I frozen? Looks like I'm frozen on the screen, which isn't good, but hope I'm not frozen. Hopefully I'm not frozen now. I see I'm frozen on the screen, so let's see. If that helps. No? Does not look like that helped at all. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. But Quick has a 20-team no trade. Unless he wants to move, I don't see them trading him. He's close to home. That makes sense. Good morning, Terry. Vancouver time. Good morning, Rich. Nathan McKinnon at 399 goals, playing at home versus the Blues on New Year's Eve. Worth betting him one goal or better price live if books allow it. Olympics should be good money. I can't wait. Me too. I'm excited. Carolina team total over 3.5, plus 113, and over 6, minus 116. Is Terry's video frozen? Audio is good. Okay, audio is good? Okay, good. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my video right now. So I'm sorry, guys. This is weird. Morning, Terry. First time in your live stream. Saw you on Nice Guys a couple times. Thanks, Pierre Ruckus. Nice to have you in. Skinner confirmed. Yes. Skinner confirmed. Svechnikov anytime goal, plus 180. Stankoven point, plus 125. All good, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Both can be true, to be honest. Sounds good, and I'm not drunk. Well, hopefully not, because it's the morning where you are, Rich. But hey, to each his own. Let's see here. Let's see if I don't know if I can fix this. So I guess no face for me today. Montreal Canadiens plus 115. Road Dogs. Florida minus 135. Home favorites. And a total of 6.5 here in this game. Looking at this one, previous games between the two teams, Montreal has won 5 games in a row between the division rivals. Previous games going under, 3 unders and 1 push to a total of 6 in the last 4 meetings. So some lower scoring games between these two teams. Looking at, I do not know why my computer is so loud. I hope you guys can't hear that fan on my computer, but my computer is having issues right now at the worst possible time. Looking at goalies here in this one, Montreal is going with Samuel Montembeault, who has not played in a while. He is starting here. Went to the AHL for a conditioning stint. Now he's back here. First game in over 3 weeks. 5-6-1, 3.65 goals against average, 857 save percentage. It has not been pretty for Samuel Montembeault. Danil Tarasov, unconfirmed on the other side, should be starting here with Florida on the second night of the back-to-back. And I do have a premium play here over on Picks and Parlays involving the side or total, so you can get that over there. But looking at player props here, guys on shots and goal streaks, Oliver Kapanen over 1.5 shots and goal, minus 110. 4 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10 games. Guys on point streaks, the same 3 I mentioned yesterday. Brad Marchand, 8 games in a row with a point. Reinhart, 5 games in a row. Bennett, 6 games in a row. So if you want to parlay Bennett with Marchand, that's a good play. Slafkovsky has a point, 4 games in a row for Montreal, minus 112. Some value with him. Noah Dobson, 3 games in a row, 4 of his last 5 with a point, plus 140. And it looks like he has some success against Florida. Points in 6 of his last 8 games against the Panthers. And I believe that is basically it for point streaks. Goal streaks right now. Ivan Demidov, 3 games in a row, plus 280. Slafkovsky, back-to-back games, plus 275. And Brad Marchand, back-to-back games with a goal, plus 180. Power play point props. Same 2 guys we talked about yesterday. Reinhart, 4 games in a row, plus 190. And Brad Marchand, 4 games in a row, plus 215. With the power play point. Assist streaks. 5 different guys have an assist in 4 of their last 5 games. So a lot of guys here. Demidov, plus 130. Bennett, plus 162. Reinhart, plus 121. Marchand, plus 127. And Lane Hudson, who's minus 154. So no value with him. But all those guys on assist streaks recently. So we'll see if they can keep them going here heading into this game. Oh no, you can hear it? Oh no, I'm sorry, Boog. Yeah, my computer is having issues right now. So I'm sorry, guys. Aho, 2 goals versus Skinner in 3 games. All right. Maybe I should get my headphones. Here. I'm having so many computer issues today. This is not funny. And now I can't even scroll down on my mouse or on my keypad. Boy. Okay. Reinhart anytime goal, plus 160. Marchand assist, plus 100. All right. Over 6. All right. Hudson over 1.5 shots on goal, plus 110. Marchand, another power play point. Not a bad look. I have no sound. Leave and come back, Shiz. Okay. So it's not on my end. Not on my end here. Habs, my favorite bet. Monty has won his last 4 versus Florida. Okay, facing his former team. Habs have won 5 straight over Florida. 4 of the last 5 covered the puck line, and they've won by 2+ goals. Florida, 15 of their 17 losses have been by 2 or more goals, and Florida's 1-3 in the second half of a back-to-back. Wow, that's a lot of good stats there. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I think the Habs are a good dog play today. And we'll see if Montembeault can get back on track versus former team. You got sound? Perfect. Okay, no worries. Slafkovsky assists, plus 175. And anytime goal, plus 250. Okay. I can't hear it, Terry. LOL, just giving you a hard time. No, did he? Okay. Well, thanks, Boog, but it's really loud. So don't worry about the fan. It's no big deal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I do not know why my computer is having so many issues today. Thank you, but I'm here. I'm having technical difficulties as well. So Florida's next game is the Winter Classic too. Okay, so maybe a little bit of a look ahead. Okay. Florida has scored 2 goals or less in their 3 losses on the second half of a back-to-back. Monty has held Florida to 2 goals or less in 3 of his last 4 wins against Florida. All right. We'll see. We'll see if we can keep it going. We'll see. But we'll move on along to our next game, which is the New Jersey Devils and the Toronto Maple Leafs. New Jersey, minus 135, road favorites. The Leafs, plus 115, home dogs. And a total of 6 here in this one. Looking at this game, we'll see if I unplug my computer, if that helps. Looking at this game, that is helping. Okay, where am I looking here? Goalies not confirmed. Jacob Markstrom unconfirmed. Joseph Woll is likely here in this game. when I look at this one here, Toronto has injuries. And they have some guys questionable here. Austin Matthews will be a game time decision here in this game. And this Leafs team is just banged up. When I look at this Leafs team, I want to bet against them here in this spot. Toronto has won 3 of the last 4 games between the teams, and a lot of high-scoring games. 6 overs, 1 under, and 1 push for a total of 6 in recent meetings. So high-scoring games between the two teams, but I just don't know how much offense this Toronto team is going to be able to generate. Right now, if Austin Matthews does not play, the top line is Matthew Nyes, John Tavares, and Max Domi. The second line, Easton Cowan, Nicholas Waugh, Nicholas Robertson. And then you've got other guys in third and fourth lines. This Leafs team might not be able to put up much offense here in this game. And then New Jersey, they're not playing well on the other side. So I lean with New Jersey here in this spot, but I have not got to it at this point. Looking at point streaks with value, not a whole lot. Matthias Maccelli, 3 of 5 games, plus 128 with a point. Goal streaks, Matthew Nyes, back-to-back games, plus 225. Nicholas Robertson, back-to-back games, plus 475. And Nylander, who is not playing, is also on a streak. And then assist streaks here. Nico Hischier, back-to-back games with an assist, plus 135. Here in this one, it's tough. This game's tough. Lean with the Devils, but minus 135, no value. Lean with the under, but no interest in taking it. So we'll pass. Leafs money line. All right. Good luck, Robert. Let's go Devils. All right. New Jersey have lost their last 6 as a favorite against Eastern teams. I could see that. I can understand that. They just have not been playing well. Nylander's out. Yes, which really hurts this already depleted Toronto lineup. Toronto leading the league in second period, both teams to score, 58%. And perhaps I'm mistaken, but this market seems to be priced much longer than previous years, sometimes plus 150 live. All right, good stats there after the first period. All right, so keep an eye here on this game heading into the second. Bear with me for a second. Cal Youngkruk slots back in. He has 6 goals in 9 games versus Markstrom. Plus 1,000 anytime goal. Great value there. Let's see here. Kachuk is practicing. Yeah, still no timetable for his exact return, but getting closer, which is great for this Florida team. But we'll move on along to our next game, which is the New York Islanders and the Chicago Blackhawks. The Islanders minus 140, road favorites. The Hawks plus 120 home dogs, and a total of 5.5 here in this one. The Islanders 4-1-1 in the last 6 games between these two teams. The home team has won 5 meetings in a row. So the home team having success between these two. And 3 of the last 4 meetings going over 6.5 between these two teams. I'm pretty sure I saw that Spencer Knight confirmed here. 10, 11, and 5, 2.65 goals against average, 9-10 save percentage. David Riddick, likely 9-4-2, 2.9, 18 save percentage. When I look at this game here, like the other games on the slate, this one is tough. The Islanders are out of my price range on the money line, but even if they were minus 130, I wouldn't want to take them here in this spot. The Hawks have actually scored 7 goals in their last 2 games against Dallas. They only scored 6 goals because a shootout win. So 6 goals in their last 2 games after really struggling to score in previous games, but they've still been losing. They They scored 3 in their last game, but they gave up 7 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Unfortunately, this is another pass for me here in this one. There's just nothing I can get to here. Shots and goal streaks, none. Player point streaks, Anders Lee had his point streak snapped, plus 115, 4 of his last 5 games. Bertuzzi has a point in back-to-back games, minus 115. Bertuzzi has scored in back-to-back games, plus 254. And that's it. Lev Shanov has an assist in 3 of his last 5 games, plus 172. This game is just tough. So, unfortunately, another pass for me on this one. Hischier has 4 goals in 3 games for Swole. All right. I'll play that, JD. Thanks. Chicago needs Bedard back ASAP. They are hurting really bad since he went down. Yeah, well, when you're a team like Chicago that's rebuilding, that has a lot of young players, and your franchise center goes down, it makes sense why they're not looking too good. And I think they overachieved to start the season anyway. They might, no thanks, please no. Let McKenna go to anybody else. Let Chicago pick somebody who is a bust. That's what I'd like to see. Is Barzy playing? I don't know. Nick was mentioning him earlier, so I'm not sure. Excuse me. The Trooper, anytime goal, plus 575. I guess I should probably know who that is, but Isles puck line, plus 175. 8 of Chicago's last 9 losses by multiple goals. All right. And Chiz likes that. He's going to play the puck line. Yeah, that's obviously the much better value is with the puck line. So I can see it. But moving on along to our final game, the Philadelphia Flyers, minus 130. Road favorites. The Canucks, plus 110 home dogs. Total of 5.5 here in this one. Philly has won 4 of the last 5 games between these two teams. 4 of the last 5 going under 5.5. And I think Philly wins a low-scoring game. So I think previous history happens again here in this one. But I don't want to take a total with this Canucks team right now. Trying to take them over the total has not worked. Demko is confirmed here, and while he was absolutely lights out on the road trip, the last 2 games have not been good for him whatsoever. No one yet confirmed for Philadelphia when it comes to who's in net. So, unfortunately, this game is another pass for me on today's slate. I can't get to anything here. Shots and goal streaks, Kiefer Sherwood over 2.5 shots and goal, plus 150. 4 of his last 5 games. Point props, Noah Cates had his point streak snapped, 4 of his last 5, plus 126. Evander Kane has a point in 3 of 5, plus 118. Carl Grundstrom for the Flyers has scored in 3 games in a row, plus 600. And Linus Karlsson for the Canucks has scored in back-to-back games, plus 575. And not really a whole lot of assist streaks here in this game. But we'll get to the chat. Oh, Jason Dickerson. Okay. Barzell is in. He was only fined. Yes. Iron Maiden, Eddie lives. All right. Out of the 5, which games is the best for OT? Which game goes to overtime? This Flyers Canucks could be a draw. Montreal Florida could potentially be a draw. New Jersey Toronto. I think New Jersey wins that, but I don't know. If I had to pick one, I would say this one, Philly Canucks. I could see this game being 1-1 going to overtime, and then the Flyers getting the win in overtime. So, if I had to choose one, I would go with this one, but No draw play for me. The trooper is Jason Dickinson. Okay. Barzal is in. There you go. Hesitant with the Flyers if Urshan gets the start. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, ultimately, I'm staying off. Flyers have covered the puck line in last 6 road games after a loss. Okay, so maybe no. Maybe no to the draw here in this one. Like Dvorak point, an anytime goal. Okay, he had been doing somewhat decently recently. Let's see here. Yeah, back-to-back games with no points, but he definitely had been on a point streak before that. So best of luck there. If Anderson is in net for Carolina, I agree with you on the over. Yeah. I can't bet the over without knowing. I need to know who's in net. So we'll see if Frederik Andersen gets confirmed or not. But that is today's slate. Camera's still not working. Only one play here, one free play with Sebastian Aho assist. As I said, I do have one premium play over on picksandparlays.net, but a small card for me on this Tuesday slate. A bunch of games to go over tomorrow. I believe there's 8 or 10. I can't remember exactly. The first game is on at 12:30. So most likely I'm going to do the show tomorrow morning. Most likely I'll have everything ready to go tonight, and most likely I'll do the show tomorrow morning. But that could change. I might do it tonight. It all depends on the odds we have for different things. But I'm already started on tomorrow's slate already. Already deep diving into tomorrow's slate. So tomorrow's show will not be tomorrow at 12:30 at its normal time. It'll either be late tonight or it'll be sometime tomorrow morning. As I said on yesterday's show, the timing of shows is going to be all over the place this week with obviously New Year's and day games and all that kind of stuff. So to be determined for the show time for tomorrow, but there, of course, will be a show. If I'm parlaying Montreal over with Carolina over if Anderson is in net, I like it. Happy New Year's Eve. You too, Rich. You too. We need a national alert system for goalie confirmations. Yeah, basically. Thanks, Terry. No promises. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your time, insight today, good information, and content. Smash the like button, you filthy animals. Thank you, Pod DGen. I appreciate that. Thanks, Terry. No problem. Are you on Ice Guys today? No. I believe Alex is back. So basically, I go on the Ice Guys when Ian needs somebody. So when he's all by himself, I fill in when available. So not today. And really, I don't want to talk about this slate again because it's a really awful slate. 10 games tomorrow. Okay, thanks, Rich. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck on tonight's slate, and we'll see you most likely tomorrow morning for another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Stats. Thank you guys for watching.